pans out. We'll shift our attention for the time being to a serious development yesterday pertaining to the investigations into the Delhi riots that took place 3 years ago. There's no denying it anymore. The court in Delhi has now spelt out the criminal conspiracy plot to target, hound as well as kill Hindus during the course of the Delhi riots. The Karkardooma court yesterday has framed murder charges against the former Aam Aadmi Party councillor Tahir Hussain and 10 others for the brutal murder of IB officer Ankit Sharma. Remember, Times Now had in 2020 exposed Tahir Hussain's so-called riot factory in Karawal Nagar area of the national capital, where we found on his terrace stockpiles of stones, petrol bombs and also acid pouches. Today the court says that this was a well-planned conspiracy to target the Hindu community. The court categorically stated that Tahir Hussain had played the role of an instigator and had exhorted the mob to not spare Hindus. Here's what the court actually said while framing charges against Tahir Hussain and other accused yesterday.
In the Northeast Delhi riots case and the murder of Ankit Sharma, the IB officer, the Karkardooma court has framed charges, and we are reporting from the Chandbagh area in the national capital, where this whole scene, ugly scenes of riot took place. My video journalist Sasikant Pal is zooming on to show where we are exactly reporting from in the aftermath of Karkardooma court framing charges against former AAP councillor who was orchestrating this particular mob, in the view and also the judgment that observation that has come from Karkardooma court as well. So FIR, so no charges have been framed by Karkardooma court, and this is the particular residence of Tahir Hussain, where he was orchestrating this mob from. So on the top floor, on the roof of this particular building, there was stones and petrol bombs which were being assembled and that were being hurled to all the people on this particular street. That led to a mob marching towards Ankit Sharma and leading to his death. With video journalist Sasikant Pal, Mayank for Times Now.
Now, Times Now also returns to the area where Ankit Sharma and others had been targeted, allegedly for merely, of course, belonging to the Hindu community. This is what the framing of the charges order on the part of the court also says. Tahir Hussain had orchestrated the proceedings from the rooftop of his residence, directing the mob to do what it eventually did. Let's watch this report. Well, we'll come back to that in just a short while, and at a time when many have actually tried to stand in solidarity with Tahir Hussain, many also in fact said that he was being targeted because of his religious identity. So lots of course, allegations being made in a very comprehensive charge sheet that has actually been filed by the Delhi police in this matter, and the court has now responded by framing charges against Tahir Hussain and other accused.
इस फैसले ने एक बार फिर साबित कर दिया कि दिल्ली दंगों के बारे में जो हम शुरू से बोल रहे हैं वो सच है। जो हम शुरू से सवाल उठा रहे थे कि दिल्ली दंगे उत्तर पूर्वी दिल्ली में हिंदुओं को मारकर भगाने की साजिश से रचे गए, और ताहिर हुसैन, उमर खालिद जैसे लोग उस साजिश का हिस्सा थे। ताहिर हुसैन की घर की छत पर बम मिले थे, पेट्रोल मिला था, आगजनी, गुलेल, और इसके वीडियो मैंने खुद डाले थे। लेकिन तब देश के कई बड़े बड़े लोग ताहिर हुसैन को बेगुनाह बताने की कोशिश कर रहे थे, दिल्ली दंगों का दूसरा ही चेहरा दिखाने की कोशिश कर रहे थे।
So, Neelashish, you've also been tracking, of course, the developments in the Karkardooma court and the multiple cases that the court is now hearing pertaining to the Delhi riots. Another very important development yesterday, serious findings against Tahir Hussain as far as the charge sheet is concerned, and now, of course, he's also been framed, or the charges have been framed against him over charges of murder, including in the case of Ankit Sharma.
Absolutely, Siddharth. Very serious charges framed as far as Karkardooma court is concerned with regard to former AAP councillor Tahir Hussain. Now, the court really found that there is enough evidence on record to show that the mob was looking to engage in riots, harm the properties of Hindus, and also looking to kill them. And this mob was continuously being motivated and supervised by Tahir Hussain. It is very, very clearly stated in the order, if I can just read out from a section of it, where it says that all these things were done to target Hindus. Every member of the mob assembled there participated in achieving the object of targeting Hindus. Such conduct of the members of this mob show that they were acting out of meeting of their minds and with a clear-cut objective in mind, which is to kill and harm harm Hindus. Thus, a criminal conspiracy to indulge into riot and to kill Hindus and harm properties of Hindus is well reflected from the evidence on record. Very, very scathing observations as far as the prima facie evidence is concerned with regard to the case of the death of Ankit Sharma, the IB staffer who lost his life. And in that case, charges of murder have been framed against Tahir Hussain as well as 10 others. Of course, there are other very serious charges of unlawful assembly, rioting and other things that have also been framed. But also, it is well reflected, as the court says, as far as the evidence on record is concerned, that it seems that there was a meeting of mind and there was a criminal conspiracy.
That's one of the findings, and it's now the onus is on Tahir Hussain to prove his innocence in this matter, because prima facie the Delhi police's findings have, at least for the time being, been given credibility. Now in 2020, after the riots, Times Now had actually gone to Tahir Hussein's so-called riot factory, and from its rooftop, Tahir Hussain is known to have orchestrated the riots, incited the mob and carried out deadly attacks. Let's remind you of the coverage 3 years ago.
Acid pouches, petrol bombs, crates full of stones. This factory has all the markings of engineering a riot. It is owned by an Aam Aadmi Party corporator, Tahir Hussain. Watch this Times Now investigation.
We are inside the building where Tahir was spotted pelting stones, and as you can see, these are the acid packets which are found on the 3rd floor of this building, which clearly shows that how in a very orchestrated manner arson was happening.
Not just acid pouches, we also found petrol bombs next to flags of the Aam Aadmi Party.
Find the bricks, the stones and the sacks which have huge amounts of bricks in them. One more thing which is more shocking, and this is something that everybody should take note of, is that these are the crates in which petrol bombs are being put over here.
Tahir Hussain was seen on this very rooftop during the 25th February riots with masked men. He was armed and allegedly instigated pelting and arson against the other community.
ताहिर हुसैन के सारे ऊपर चढ़े हुए थे, कम से कम 500-600 बंदे ऊपर, उन्होंने ही बंदों ने सबने उतर के और सब में आग लगाई है टोटल.
The parents of murdered IB officer Ankit Sharma accused Tahir's men of abducting and killing him before they threw his body in this train.
Look at the dirty drain here, which is very close to Tahir Hussein's house. It would be around 100 steps ahead from here, there where these white gypsies are stationed.
This factory of riot exposes how the conspiracy was well planned and executed.